Coach James Young is our basketball guru and analyst of choice. That's my boy over there, Styling. You can catch Betting Above the Rim, his podcast every week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, I think it is. And we love talking rack. But we got to start with your Mets. They're getting ready to play Game 3 at Citi Field against the Phillies. Do you like them today against Nola to get it done in this huge game in Queens?
Absolutely not. My day's already been horrible. I got up. I thought the world was fine. Sounded like it's fired during sports marketing class. I didn't know what was going on. By the way, Salah should have been fired. But Nathaniel Hackett, he must got some pictures of Aaron Rodgers. I don't know how he still has a job. But I do have a feeling, Pharrell, could Devontae be a Jet by tomorrow? Stay tuned.
Wow, so you're calling for Devontae to the gangrene, but you're going southbound on your Mets. I always knew you were a traitor when I saw you at Yankee Stadium drinking beers.
Oh, they were good. They were. Hey, Pharrell, especially that bar next to the store. There, you got the free access. Oh no! I'm talking about the one in stadium. That was a nice time. But I will say this, Pharrell. You know what? How about this? The game goes over. Because it's going to get to the bullpens. They're both going to blow it. Both, Robbie Thompson and obviously Mendoza will be short leashes with their pitchers. Even Nola, I think this game smells over.
All right, that's what Carver High is thinking. Nola and Minaya out in Queens getting ready to go in a couple of minutes. All right, Coach, let's talk rack. I want to start with the Liberty and what they did because they eliminated the two-time defending champs, and they got it done in Sin City. They lost Game 3. They didn't play well, but Game 4, they handled their business.
Well, simply put, it was Sabrina Inescu, and if you look at the series, Pharrell, she scored 20 points or more in every game but game number 3. That's a game that she only made one shot. So Sabrina Inescu, particularly in the first half, hitting 4 threes. Obviously, the play of Stewie getting a double-double, kind of exercising her demons. Remember that? 3 for 17 game last year in Game 4 of the WNBA Finals. But then you start looking at some of the other players. John 12, 14, and 8. Leona Fajmovic in the starting lineup at 11 points. They did some things, but to me, it's more on the other side. It was the lack of shooting of Hayes, of Young, of Plum, and of Gray. The 3 starters shot a combined 5 of 18 from 3. I said that was going to be the issue of the series. The Liberty shoots it better. Half-court basketball, you crowd the space from Asia Wilson. Notice, her points prop was 24.5. Pharrell, she didn't go over one time that series.
So let's go back to Sabrina for a second, because I noticed, and I was Chop had a game on Sunday and hit 4 threes, and she did it with the release, that catch and shoot. Like I saw Inescu literally catch the ball and literally shoot at the same time she caught the ball. There was no hezzy on her fire after the catch. The catch and shoot was pure. Deep corner pocket. Boom. She let it fly. On the wing. Boom. Let it fly. All snap net. And, Chop hit 4 of them too in a game. I think that she looked fantastic shooting the ball off of the pass. I thought she had it all going. And, when you shoot like that and you're on, they're tough to beat.
They are tough to beat because now you have that presence. And I think here's the other thing people don't realize. And let's just do with all due respect. Caitlin Clarke is absolutely phenomenal. But people forget that Inescu was Caitlin Clarke before Caitlin Clarke. This was the Inescu that in her senior year at Oregon got robbed of probably Oregon was the best team in the country, would have won a national championship because of the COVID outbreak. She goes to the WNBA with the Liberty as the number 1 pick. After the third game, she hurts her ankle, misses the entire season, the rest of that 2021 season. It took her a while to figure it out. You saw glimpses last year, but this year she played like one of the top 10 players in the world. And when you can put her, Stewie, Jonquel Jones, Pharrell, you got 3 of the top 12, 13 players in the world on one team. They're balanced, they're big, and they can defend, and they should win the WNBA championship.
Yeah, well, they should. And how many times have they been to the final and not won it? Don't you think they finally washed that down the drain?
Yeah, they are an original franchise that has never won a WNBA title, right? You got to think about the teams that have come before them. Detroit Shock, they were an original team. They won titles. The Houston Comets won 3. Those 2 teams are, those 2 teams done folded already. So New York Liberty got their first, I guess, championship when they won the Commissioner's Cup last year. This is the one they won. This is an important year. That don't count. That's like when the Lakers won. It's like when they were celebrating shit. They were popping that Moe, over there when the Lakers won the NBA Cup or in-season tournament. No one cared about that junk. This is the one they got to win. And the New York Liberty will get it done this season.
All right, before we talk about the Lynx and Sun tonight and their big Game 5 in the Target, I want to ask you, I saw that GM report, and they picked the Celtics to go back-to-back. Do you think they go back-to-back?
I think they do, but I tell you this much. This Knicks team with Cat, it's a different kind of beast now, Pharrell, because, listen, when you look at what the Knicks did, they literally looked at Boston. They looked at Boston. Yep. They looked at Boston and they said, what do we need? We need 2 perimeter stoppers. So they got 2 of the best 5 defenders on the perimeter and OG and Bridges. Then they looked at the way KP buries them from 3 and says, we got to go get a better KP. And that's Cat. I think this team is going to be really good. And you look good in the preseason, late in the game. Don't sleep on this kid Kolick. He could be the backup. He could be campaigner for all. He looked very good in that second unit in their first game against Charlotte.
There's no doubt. I can't wait for it. It's right around the corner doing push-ups. They're playing all kinds of preseason games now that I don't care about, but let's get it on in the NBA. Can't wait to get you on talking pro hoops all the time on C2C. All right, tonight in Minneapolis. Now, from the jump, I told you Lynx and Liberty, and it's not a stretch to pick those 2 great teams. They were great all year. In fact, I think these 3 teams that are left are the 3 teams that should be left. And I thought the Aces had their run, and I thought they weren't that good this year. I thought they lollygagged and didn't take the season seriously like a 2-time champ going for a 3-peat could have. They just didn't seem to have it every night, whereas the Liberty did, the Sun did, the Lynx did. What do you think happens tonight in Minneapolis? I'm sure you're probably on the Lynx, right?
Yeah, I'm on the Minnesota Lynx minus a point. Simply put, Pharrell, when you look at Minnesota, they're going to be at home, and the way that they play, particularly defensively, this game, Pharrell, is going to come down to 3-point shooting, right? The team that shot better from 3 has won all 4 games. So now I'm going to take the home team that's got the better shooting team. Give me the Minnesota Lynx. I thought they were going to the finals when the playoffs started. I'm not wavering now. Minnesota Lynx win, and they cover. They cover to 4.5 points.
Now, I know you got some juicy props for this game tonight. What about that Sun team total?
Hey, shout out to the famous group Black Moon, who got the props. Coach got the props. And I like the Connecticut Sun to go under their team total of 73.5. So far in this series, 73, 70, and then the outliers at high-scoring games. Pharrell, Game 5, elimination game, both sides. You know what this means? Game slows down, and they don't shoot the ball well, under 73.5.
Wow, and that's, to me, the best defensive team in the league, getting defensed themselves by the Lynx tonight. And what about Collier? You got some action on her?
Yeah, her points prop was 21.5. I was nervous. So I'm just going to go big fish, double at minus 140. Top 5 in rebounding, top 5 in scoring. They're going to lean on her. Big minutes. Fish Collier, double, minus 140 on FanDuel.
What you call her, big fish?
Yeah, big. They call her Big Fish. Well, I mean, I maybe not, but I just called her, and she's a big, and she's nice.
Coach's programs he's got going down the shore. He's taking over the East Coast. Forget the shore. Coach is taking over the East Coast. He's the best coach in the East Coast. My man's the best coach in the East Coast. That's what's up.